What is up everyone, Fred here from Seals Gaming, and today we're gonna take a look at Hunt Showdown. The game is currently being developed and published by Crytek and is available on Steam for €29.99. But before we begin, I gotta remind you that this game is currently in early access and therefore the footage you're seeing in this video may vary vastly from what the actual game looks like when it's fully released. Hunt Showdown is a game that in its essence is basically a monster hunter, but it has a twist, and that twist is that you're not only fighting the monsters and the environment, you're also fighting other players. When you first enter Hunt Showdown, you'll be prompted to recruit a hunter. When you have recruited a hunter, you'll be able to then spend your cash on buying weapons and equipment for your upcoming hunt. After you're done choosing your loadout, you can then enter a specific or random hunt, and you can do this alone, with a friend, or with a random player, because in Hunt Showdown you play in teams of 2 players, hunting for the chosen monster against 4 other teams. Now when you arrive on the map, the first thing you and your teammate have to do is figure out a strategy. Are you gonna go for clues, or wait for someone else to find the monster and kill them when they try to escape with the loot? But for the sake of this video, let's say you pick going for clues. For every monster you have to track, there are 3 clues, which helps you narrow down the location for your chosen monster. You track these clues using your dark sight, and each time you find one, the area on your map in which the monster can be gets smaller. When you've found the location for the monster you're hunting, you can go and kill it. However, they are tough bastards and other people will hear you shoot, which will probably draw them to your location. When the monster is dead, you then start the banishing phase, and now everyone can see your location on the map and will encroach on your position fast. When the monster is then banished, you can grab one of the 2 tokens it drops and run for extraction. If you manage to extract without dying, you will then get a lot of experience and money for your success. Additionally, your chosen hunter will get levels, which you can use for perks and trades for that specific hunter. If you die, however, your hunter is dead and your rewards are halved. So, don't die. I like the concept of Hunt Showdown, and I enjoy that you have to approach the map and its obstacles so strategically to avoid giving away your movements and plans to the enemy. The way sound is used in this game is amazing, and the atmosphere in the game is very eerie and creepy, especially when you play night missions. One problem with the entire concept though is that it really invites camping for several minutes as a viable strategy, which sadly does not always make for the most action-intense gameplay. Now let's try and answer this question. Should you invest your time and your money into Hunt Showdown? Because from my perspective, purchasing an early access game is an investment from you, the player, into the studio. The first question we're going to ask ourselves in order to answer our main question is, when was the game released and how active are the developers? Hunt Showdown was released on February 22nd, and since it is Crytek developing the game and they have been active adding performance patches and hotfixes, I would therefore say it is a fairly safe bet that this game will be fully released. And furthermore, Crytek is a fully functional company that has already published other games like Crysis and Far Cry 1. Secondly, we're going to look at the price. Hunt Showdown is currently available for €29.99 on Steam, which is quite spicy for an early access game, but considering that this game is graphically beautiful and the concept is already well made, I would say that this is worth it if you like this type of game. Furthermore, $29.99 is probably what the fully released game is gonna cost, if not even more. So if you know you're going to try and like this game, you might as well join the early access community and help the devs shape the game. For a final question, we're going to ask if there's at least 20 hours of solid entertainment in Hunt Showdown. And honestly, I don't know, because the game has some major issues currently. The optimization of the game is so bad right now, and more often than not it takes me 2 to 3 minutes to even load into a map. There are major frame drops and the sound completely cuts out sometimes, and this really puts a stop to the fun and enjoyable gameplay that Hunt Showdown has to offer. If the game was better optimized, you would easily be able to get 20 hours or more of enjoyable entertainment out of it, but it is not. That being said, it is in early access and there have already been several hotfixes and one big performance patch, so I'm sure they'll fix it eventually. But at its current state, no, I would not recommend that you invest in Hunt Showdown. give it a month or two and check the patch notes. However, if you really love monster hunters with a creepy vibe and think that a sprinkle of PvP on that formula sounds cool and you can live with performance issues, then you should check out Hunt Showdown. And that's it for Hunt Showdown, everybody. If you like this video, leave a like and a comment below, or even better, if you like our content, hit that big red subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching.